Hi, I'm Cheryl Major with ThinStrongHealthy.com and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make 3 easy, delicious, believe it or not, healthy desserts that you can enjoy anytime. We're going to start with 2 recipes for chia pudding, and they're going to be so easy that we're going to make them in this same bowl, glass bowl, remember glass, that we're going to store it in. So I'm going to take the lid off and we're going to get started. We are going to begin this delicious chia pudding by putting in our 1 bowl here 2 cups of almond milk. And remember to look for unsweetened almond milk. You have to be really careful because a lot of the time it has cane sugar and fructose and all kinds of things that you really don't want to have in it. So make sure it says unsweetened almond milk. To our 2 cups of almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of organic chia seeds. Now you can get organic chia seeds in either the regular color, which is kind of a gray. I think they call them black chia, but they're not really black. Or you can get white chia, which are also kind of a light gray. So we are using the regular ones. So we mix that up, and this is so easy. You mix it, you let it sit for a minute, and then you mix it again. So while I'm letting it sit for a minute, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Make sure it's real vanilla. You want to avoid the imitation vanilla. We stir it again, and then we're going to let it sit for 5 minutes, which I'm actually not going to do this time because I'm going to be adding some other things and teaching you a little bit about xylitol. So let's talk about xylitol as we add that as our sweetener to this chia pudding. Here I have 3 teaspoons of xylitol. Now you don't have to use sweetener in this. If you're really used to not having sweet, you might not need it. But you can use more or less to taste, and I suggest xylitol rather strongly because it doesn't give you a glycemic bump. It doesn't affect your sugar levels like stevia or maple syrup do. Stevia tends to have a little bit of a tang to it. I'm not a big fan of using it in cooking, so I default to the xylitol whenever I need a little bit of sweetening. And you have to be careful now because there is a cheaper form of synthetic xylitol that's coming from China, so make sure you read your labels, as I always encourage you to do, and make sure it's not coming from China. So we're going to put 3 teaspoons of xylitol in there, and we're going to mix that up. And then this time, I mean, that could be it. You could just put this in the fridge like this, cover it, put it in the fridge for an hour or so, and you've got your chia pudding. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to make it a chocolate chia pudding. So we're going to add 4 teaspoons of organic cocoa powder. We're going to mix that up. And again, when you're doing this, you're not going to be talking like I am probably, and you'll just be putting things in and mixing them. So initially you'll mix a minute after you add everything, and then you'll wait for 5 minutes and you'll mix it again, and you wait another 5 minutes and you'll mix it again. And that's it. So we've got our cocoa that's being mixed in there, and I am going to do something that you don't have to do, but I would encourage you to try it because it really does make the chocolate very interesting. I add 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. This is Saigon cinnamon, and it gives the chocolate a little kick to it. Makes it a little interesting, a little more complex. So you might want to try that. Let me know if you try it, how you like it. I always love to hear from you, you know. People do let me know that they've tried different recipes, and they let me know what changes they've made to them, if it works for them. And sometimes I take the changes they suggest and I cook with them. I make them, incorporate them into the recipes. So that's it. We're done. This is chocolate chia pudding. We are just going to cover this in the bowl we mixed it in. It's going to go into the refrigerator for an hour, and then it's going to be delicious. I'm going to set up for the next version, which is even easier than this one was, believe it or not, and I'll see you in just a minute. Here we go with chia pudding version 2, and you are not going to believe how easy this is. 3 ingredients and 3 ingredients only. I have the first ingredient in the bowl already, and remember, this bowl, we're going to mix it, and we're going to refrigerate it in 1 bowl. Cover it, and in the fridge it goes, so minimal cleanup. So we've got a can of organic coconut milk here, And to that we're going to add a 1/4 cup of organic chia seeds, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of real vanilla extract. And again, I'm reminding you, please don't use the imitation vanilla. There's no comparison to the flavor. So let's get mixing. We're going to mix up this coconut milk because when you open the can, you'll notice that it's separated. So we want to get that so it's nicely mixed and even in texture. And to that, we're going to add our 1/4 cup of organic chia seeds. And mix that up nicely. And then we're going to add our 2 teaspoons of real vanilla extract and mix that up nicely. And I am not kidding you, you're not going to believe this, we're done. That's it. We are finished and ready to go, ready to cover and go right in the refrigerator for an hour. And then I'm going to show you how delicious this is. I wish you could taste it. Our chia pudding version 2 is ready to try. I made this a couple of hours ago. It doesn't take very long for it to gel. I'm going to tip this over so you can see how gelled it is. It's beautiful, it's rich, it's creamy, it's delicious, and I think we should serve some up and try it. So, I am spooning this into my dessert dish, and you can have small servings, you can have large servings. Honestly, I love to just take the big bowl out and have a little spoonful once in a while. It's so delicious. It's rich and creamy, and you know it's actually healthy for you. Did you even know that chia seeds help reduce blood pressure? They help lower blood pressure. So it's nice to be able to say I'm having dessert and it's actually good for me. I like to have chocolate shavings on my chia pudding from time to time, so I have 85% chocolate here. I just have a potato peeler, and I'm just going to run that over the edge of the chocolate and get some chocolate shavings on there. You don't have to do this. I mean, you can put fruit on it. Use your imagination. And that's it. A little spoon there, and it's ready to enjoy. Chia pudding version 2. This is so good, I have to have a bite. There's plenty to share, and I wish you were here, but you'll have to trust me. I'm going to try it, and I hope you'll try it too. It's really good. It's sweet, but not too sweet. It's rich, creamy, and that 85% chocolate is unbelievable on top. Give it a try. I got one more special dessert for you, so stay tuned. Are you ready for our third dessert? This one's even easier. We started with the toughest one, which wasn't that tough, and then we went easy, and now this is extremely easy. There are 2 ingredients, ice cream and beer. I bet you didn't expect that from me. This recipe I actually learned from watching one of my favorite TV chefs, Hubert Keller. Learned it from him. Now he used what we're going to use today, which was a stout, but just know that if you prefer a nut brown ale or something like that, some people don't want to have a stout in the summer, they like something lighter. You can always go with a nut brown or something that's not quite so heavy. I can drink a stout any time of the year. The heat, the summer, the season doesn't deter me. So we're just going to put this delicious vanilla ice cream in the glass, and a little bit about the vanilla ice cream. This is dairy-free. It is sweetened with monk fruit, and it's made with coconut milk. And I would encourage you to try something that is other than dairy. It's nice to kind of mix it up, get yourself off so much dairy. It's a good idea for your health. So we're going to put this in, and then we're going to pour very slowly so we don't have any overflows. We're going to add our organic chocolate stout, and it's going to be delicious. So, and this, when you have the coconut-based ice cream, it's kind of a good idea to take it out of the freezer and let it warm up just a little bit. It's not icy, but it's a different consistency than you'll find with the regular dairy ice cream. And this tastes wonderfully of vanilla. It's not overshadowed by the sweetener, by any sugar or fructose or anything like that. So we have that all set, and we're just going to open our stout. And pour very slowly. I love the color contrast. And I love the fragrance too, because this is a chocolate stout. You're smelling chocolate and vanilla at the same time. And believe it or not, that's it. Quick, easy, delicious, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. Experiment around, as I said, try different beers that you like. So that's our third and final dessert. No added sugar in any of these that we've talked about. So please try them, let me know how you like them. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I'll see you again in my kitchen next time.